Welcome to Go Gaddis Real Estate Radio. In this first segment, we'll have our Metro Atlanta residential real estate update for the last 7 days. And our Something You Should Know About Georgia segment. Believe it or not, Georgia has a new power couple. We have a state bird, a state flower, a state tree. Now maybe we have some state food. And I did a segment on Corian countertops versus granite countertops years and years ago. Corian will forgive all your spills, but granite, they say, remembers everything. We've got those subjects and more in this first segment of the show. I want to welcome you again to Go Gaddis Real Estate Radio. My name is Cleve Gaddis. I have been the host of this show on different Atlanta radio stations for the last, 12 years now. And on this show, our mission is really simple. It's to help you go from real estate novice to real estate expert. So home buying and selling can be done with total confidence and without all the fear and the confusion and the second guessing. I mean, it just is nerve-wracking that often comes with life's biggest investments. And it isn't just about real estate. It's really about making smarter decisions for you, for your family, and for your future. If you've got a question or a comment or even a challenge, we want to hear from you. Go to gogaddisradio.com. GOGADDIS radio.com. While you're there, you can push back, challenge things we say. You can share your ideas with us. You can check out our neighborhood spotlight or ask that your neighborhood be featured in our neighborhood spotlight. And you can subscribe to our podcast or our YouTube channel. You can do it all at gogaddisradio.com. Let's take a look at the market update for the last 7 days. Is the market picking up? Is the market slowing down? We had 2,393 new listings hit the market in the last 7 days. 2,393. We had 983 go under contract. Now that's out of balance. Now for many, many months, we've had more new listings coming on the market than we have homes going under contract. But I want you to think about that. If we had 983 homes go under contract, that means there are 1,400 or 1,500 more homes listed on the market for sale at the end of the last 7 days than at the beginning of the last 7 days. Now, that doesn't take into consideration the listings that would have expired, meaning they came through their entire listing period and expired without selling, or the withdrawn listings. Those are the listings where sellers maybe changed their mind or had a change of heart or had a change of circumstances and decided to pull their house off the market. There is definitely an increase in inventory for sale in Metro Atlanta right now. We had 1,745 closings, which is very strong for a week in September. And we had 2,785 homes with a price decrease. That number had gotten up to 3,500 a week. It is coming down now, but I think it's coming down because less listings are flowing into the system. We would typically have 2,500 to 3,000 listings flowing into the system in a normal week during the spring and summer. Is it a decent time to buy a house? Yep. Is it a decent time to sell a house? Yep. I know you're thinking, well, that makes sense. Cleve would say that because he makes a living selling houses. But I'll be honest with you. It is my true and honest opinion of the market. If you need to sell and you have a home that's in relatively good shape, or let's just say better than average shape for the market, and you'll price it correctly, not cheaply, correctly, you can sell it in today's market and you can sell it quickly. Can you get multiple offers and bid up the asking price or the list price by $100,000 before you go under contract? No, that doesn't happen so much. It does still happen, but it doesn't happen so much in today's market. So there are plenty of opportunities for sellers, and there are significant opportunities out there for buyers. When we were in the middle of the pandemic, we had, in some cases, less than a month's worth of inventory. In some cases, we had 2 weeks worth of inventory, meaning there were only enough homes listed for sale in Atlanta that if all of them sold, it would only take 2 weeks to sell them. Today, that number is more like 4 to 4.5 months. So the amount of inventory we have available for sale, if sales continue to come in at the same pace they have over the last 12 months, then it would take 4 to 4.5 months to sell everything. So sellers, if you're going to list your house today, you need to be serious, and you need to make sure you understand your competition, you understand how you rank compared to the competition, and you do the things that you need to do in order to make your home show extremely well compared to other properties. Let's move on to another subject. Here's something you should know about Georgia. We got a state bird. I don't know if you know what that is, but the state bird is the brown thrasher. We have a state flower, which is the Cherokee rose. And we have a state tree, which I have always thought was the pecan tree or the dogwood tree. I don't know why I thought that. It is the live oak tree. That seems to me to be a more appropriate tree for South Georgia and North Florida, but the state tree is a live oak tree. I don't even think live oak trees grow this far north in Georgia in the Atlanta area. I don't know if I'm right or not. But also, you know, Georgia is known as the peach state, and I say move over peaches. Stew and cornbread just stole the spotlight. These staples of the South have just earned, listen to this, a spot as the official state food in Georgia. The two beloved Southern staples have received official recognition in the peach state as of July 1st in a new bill. Brunswick stew and cornbread are now designated as the official state stew and official state bread of Georgia following the passage of House Bill 233. The bill highlights the rich heritage behind both foods. Brunswick stew, a hearty mix of meat, tomatoes, corn, and veggies, is tied closely to Georgia history. There is a plaque on an old iron pot in Brunswick, Georgia, that declares the first Brunswick stew was made in it on July 2nd, 1898, on nearby St. Simon's Island. Cornbread also holds a special place in Georgia's culture. The bill points to its evolution into a beloved staple across the state. The colorful history and traditions of the state of Georgia are inextricably associated with the food traditions of corn, and among the many legacies of this proud heritage is the delicious bread known as cornbread. I don't know, I have been a long time since I've had Brunswick stew. I used to love it at local barbecue places here in Atlanta, and that Brunswick stew again is tomato-based, mixture of meats and vegetables, and then the classic cornbread is made from cornmeal, known for its slightly sweet, crumbly texture. It's a staple in Georgia, often served with dishes like green beans, beans, and stew. So there you have it. We have a new duo, a new couple, a new power couple in terms of state foods, and I think that is really, really interesting. If you are interested in selling your home anytime in the next year, we want to make sure you get the upside. You might be thinking, well, what does that mean to get the upside? Well, every family's situation is different. Your situation is different. Your situation is unique. You have different needs when it comes to the cash you need at closing, the timing you need at closing, whether you need to buy your new house before you sell your existing home, whether or not you need to be relocated to Phoenix within 60 days. Everybody has different situations, and there are multiple ways to sell a house. 20 years ago, you just list your house on the multiple listing service with your local real estate agent. You had to even look up all the listings in the books before you could go out and see a home, but that was pretty much the only way you had to sell a house. Well, today, we can give you an all-cash offer, close in as little as 21 days. Mark Spain, that you hear on the radio all the time, he's not the only one that can do that, and sometimes our offers are better. Number two, you could list your house where is, as is, and sell it with no repairs, no nothing. We can help you with that. Number three, you could participate in our rehab and refresh program, which is where we'll come out, figure out what you need to do to the home to give it a little facelift so it shines like a diamond when the first buyer walks into the home. We can actually advance you up to $15,000 to put your home in tip-top condition. In many cases, we'll invest $5,000 or $7,000, and the home winds up selling for $20,000 or $25,000 more than it would have otherwise. And the cool thing is you get to keep the difference. There's no splitting monies, no additional fees. You get to keep the difference, so you get to keep the upside. And some people need to buy their new home before they sell their existing home. And we have a program called Buy Before You Sell, where we can hook you up with one of our preferred vendors who can help fund the purchase of your home and then get paid back for that funding when you sell your existing home. If you need more information on any of these and you want to know what the upside is for your family, go to GoGaddisRadio.com. That's GOGADDIS radio.com. Click on the upside. Put in just a little bit of information. It'll be on off of there in 30, 45 seconds, 60 seconds max. Somebody from my team will reach out to you, set an appointment for me to talk to you on the phone, meet with you on Zoom, come out to your place. Whatever I need to do, I'm happy to do it. Sometimes if I'm coming to your place, it might be a week or so before I can get there, but I'm coming, I promise. and put in a little information. They'll follow up with you. They'll set an appointment. I'll meet with you myself, and we will help you learn what is your upside. And if you're planning to list with someone else, it doesn't mean you can't take advantage of learning the upside as well, because even if we know we're competing with somebody else to try to earn your business, we're happy to come out and give you the 4 options you have for selling your home and letting you see in black and white and dollars and cents how it works. This segment of the show is brought to you by the law firm of O'Kelly and Sorahan. They are our preferred closing provider, and they can be reached by calling 770-497-1880. Corian, or Granite countertops. They say it's the clash of the titans. Over the years, we still have folks who comment on a segment I did about Granite and Corian probably 6 or 7 years ago. Like the friend who always Corian's like the friend who always shows up polished, and Granite is the one who shows up with character, they say, and sometimes a few cracks. Your kitchen is where life happens, whether you're whipping up gourmet meals, or just trying to get through Monday with a reheated slice of pizza. Choosing the right countertop is more than just a design decision. It's really about finding the perfect balance of style, durability, and practicality for your space. If you're stuck deciding between Corian solid surface and Granite countertops, here's what you need to know. Granite, at first, it may look similar, especially with Corian's ability to mimic the aesthetics of natural stone. However, the difference becomes clear. You can feel the surface. You can look at patterns in it. Corian is very, very different. Corian is an acrylic composition. So it's plastic, and it creates a flawless joints for a sleek and uninterrupted finish. The reality is Granite is a natural stone. It's porous. It soaks up things. So I'd be interested to hear if you prefer Corian or a cultured countertop, or you prefer natural granite. Go to GoGaddisRadio.com, click on Contact Us. Tell me which one you prefer, and I would love to hear it. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some housing myths, easy for me to say, housing myths, and we're going to bust them. We're going to also talk about budgets in terms of qualifying for financing. We're going to do it in a very simplified fashion. Stick with us. We'll be back.